Hi everyone, I'm John Parsons. This gorgeous espresso machine is called the Leverpreso, and it's perfect for the indoors or the outdoors because it doesn't use any electricity. Please enjoy the video. So the 6 coffees I'm going to make today are 2 types of espresso, 1 French press style French presso, a paper filtered coffee, an iced latte, and a cappuccino. First off, I will make a 9-bar type espresso. So you can boil your water, and then essential for a 9-bar type espresso is finely ground coffee. Single origin or blend, put your favorite beans into the grinder and grind until you have a finely ground coffee bean. The texture should be similar to baking flour. Alright, so you can detach the bottom of the Leverpreso and you will see a portafilter for the coffee and the small cup with a tamper inside. Go ahead and remove the tamper. Then you can add 17 grams of ground coffee to the portafilter. By filling it to the top, you should have your 17 grams. Then use the tamper and apply approximately 15 kilograms of pressure. Make sure you have a flat surface and then reattach it to the top part of the Leverpreso. Make sure it's locked firmly into place so that the hot water doesn't leak out. Next, you can attach the cup Now carefully pour the hot water into the top. We need 80 milliliters of water between 92 and 95 degrees Celsius. As you pull the levers up, the water will flow down toward the coffee. So I'm going to wait about 10 seconds to allow the coffee time to hydrate. Then I'm going to press down evenly for 30 seconds. I have a timer here. And there we have an espresso. You can add the espresso to hot water to make a delicious Americano. Thank you. A low pressure espresso is similar to the first one. You press down slightly more gently. So boil the water and next grind the coffee. The lovely thing about the Leverpreso is you can control the pressure, the amount of coffee and the amount of water to make sure the coffee is perfect for you every time. So detach the bottom part and you can go ahead and add the coffee. Again, we'll use about 17 grams of coffee. This time, when you use the tamper, only apply 10 kilograms of pressure, which is less than before. Reconnect to the lever presser. And attach the cup. This time the water is slightly cooler, 92.5 degrees. So pull up the levers and allow the coffee time to hydrate. If you don't have a timer, you can always use your cell phone. Next, press down slightly more slowly than before. And there we have an espresso. You can add hot water to make a delicious Americano. Thank you. Next, I'm going to make a French press style French presso coffee. So go ahead and grind the coffee beans. For the French presso, you need a slightly coarser grind of coffee. You can feel the bigger particles. Detach the bottom. And this time we'll only use about 10 grams of coffee. This time we won't use the temper. So you can reattach the top part and the bottom part. We want a ratio of 10 to 1, 10 grams of coffee and 100 milliliters of water. So what I'll do is I'll lift the levers and allow the water to flow down. Then I'll wait 4 minutes for the water to extract the coffee, the aroma and the flavor. Right, so after 4 minutes, you can press down the levers. You'll feel it's much easier to press down because the coffee is coarse and I haven't tamped the coffee. There we have the espresso, so I'll add hot water to make an Americano. You can add more or less water depending on how you like to drink your coffee. Next, I'll do a paper filtered coffee. This type of extraction removes all the oils from the coffee, giving you a purer flavor. So we'll grind the coffee. Again, it's a coarse grind, same as the one before. Remove the bottom part. This time, I will use a small filter paper. So I'll put it into the bottom of the basket filler and very carefully wet the filter paper. Alright, go ahead and add the ground coffee. This time I will use 14 grams of coffee. Okay, so I won't tamp. Just make sure you have enough coffee. Reattach it to the top part. Now I'll add the water. This time I will allow 15 seconds infusion time. So lift the levers up and just wait for 15 seconds. And when I press down, I'll use the timer for 30 seconds. There we go, a more pure flavor coffee. Again, add as much water as you would like. And there is your Americano, paper filtered Americano. The last two coffee drinks are milk-based coffee drinks. The first one is an iced latte. So the extraction is the same as the first 9-bar type extraction. Remove the temper. Again, we will use the fine grind. Very fine grind of coffee again. Add it to the basket filler. So that's our 17 grams of coffee. Use the temper to apply 15 kilograms of pressure. And then reattach. Make sure it's firmly locked into place. The water is ready, so I add it to the top. Lift the levers up and allow 10 seconds for infusion. Because it's the 9-bar, we'll use 25 to 30 seconds again. You can feel more resistance because of the fine grind. So I have a glass of ice and I'll add some milk. This is my double espresso from the bottom. And that is an iced latte. For the last coffee, I will make a cappuccino. So first, we will extract the espresso, same as the time before. Grind the coffee to a fine grind again. and add it to the basket filler. Make sure you fill it with the coffee to get your full 17 grams. There we go. Then use the tamper. And wipe off any excess coffee. So once the water is ready, I will remove that and boil some milk. Lock it firmly in place and add water to the top. A good temperature for the milk is 60 degrees Celsius. So I pull the levers up and allow 10 seconds for infusion, and then press down firmly for 30 seconds. Alright, looks like the milk is ready, so I'll add it to this glass. You don't want too much milk. A cappuccino is 3 equal parts of espresso, milk and foam at the top. If you add too much milk, it won't taste very good. So I will use this and make foam inside the milk. You can see the milk frothing up. The beautiful thing is, you don't need any electricity. This can all be done while you're outside camping. So the milk is ready, and finally we add the espresso. And over here, I have some cinnamon powder. And that is a cappuccino. Right, and then finally, I will show you how to clean the leverpreso. So first remove the bottom part. So I will use this fresh water and rinse. And I have a napkin to dry. It's very easy. Everything comes apart very easily. So it's just a case of rinsing. Okay, so lastly, take some water and give this a rinse. You can rinse the bottom and dry it off nicely. Make sure everything is nice and dry. And then you can reassemble. And there we go, the Leverpreso. Easy to use and delicious coffee. Thank you very much.